Okay, so for some reason, I was offered a chance to go to Kenya basically for free, which is insane. Compared to Jordan, Kenya is an even stranger place to choose for travel, so let me explain. I'm going to film school, and one day, Ali, who is my head instructor, called me and my friend Norah and asked if we wanted to go to Kenya. And we both said yes. And that's pretty much it. The reason we were asked to go was to film a small documentary about this school in Nairobi called Kibete, which was part of this project called Young Africa Works. Before we actually left, that was pretty much all the information we were given about what our purpose for being there was. I'll be giving more specifics throughout the video, but in the meantime, let's talk about the gear I brought. At the top of the list is my child, the Yashica 12. For it, I brought 5 rolls of Fuji Pro 400H. I also brought the Pentax Espio 160 and the Polaroid SX-70. For the Pentax, I brought 1 roll of Cinestill 400D and 1 roll of Kodak Color Plus. I intentionally didn't bring very much 35mm film because I really wanted to shoot mostly on medium format film for this trip. In addition to the stuff that I brought, we also had a Blackmagic 6K camera from our school to film footage of the trip and stuff related to the project. Alright, that should be enough for the preamble, so let's just jump into it. The flights getting there would account for well over a day's worth of travel, mostly because we had a 12-hour layover in Montreal. But as it so happens, my dad lives in Montreal, so I decided to ditch Ali and Norah and just spend the day with him. It being fall, the surprisingly lush vegetation was blooming with colors that forced me to spend a few film shots.
I have to ask, the people who you're traveling with, what are they doing to pass the time?
They were talking about possibly like booking a hotel room and just like sleeping.
Oh, really?
Or like going to do cool stuff in Montreal.
Okay.
Besides the confusingly abundant trees, the cityscape itself was calling to me. A few years of my early childhood were spent in Montreal, and even though I don't remember it, I still feel some kind of a calling to this city. A lot of these city photos are pretty average, but to me, they represent an elusive part of my childhood. So impressive. It's not bad.
There you go. Another cool mural over there.
Eventually, it was time for me to say goodbye to Dad and regroup with my travel companions. Back at the airport, we did the best we could to prepare ourselves for another 16 hours of flying. Unfortunately, I didn't film anything between Montreal and Nairobi. The most exciting thing that happened is that we got to walk up to our flight to Nairobi on the tarmac. We had to make 2 stops on our way to Nairobi, and this clip is right after our transatlantic flight from Montreal to Frankfurt. And now, going from Frankfurt to Nairobi was going to be yet another 8 hours of flying. Fun.
The plane's engines wound down. Drops of rain dashed across my window. Beyond, in the thick, dark clouds outside, I saw bright flashes flickering at random times. The cabin lurched back and forth gently, but still in a way that felt uncontrolled. The oppressive sound of wind vibrating the aircraft somehow seemed louder. We kept falling until escaping the clouds.
an indiscernible landscape of sparse streetlights passed a few hundred feet beneath us. And then, just like that, we touched down. Finally, we made it. So, we're here. We are in the Tribe Hotel in Nairobi. This hotel is supposed to be like the best hotel in the entire country, so that's pretty awesome. So, fun fact about the outlet situation. I totally forgot to bring a converter. So, all of my electronics will eventually die if I don't get that sorted out. Coffee making station. The person that gave me a tour of my room said that the tap water is treated, so I can use it to make coffee if I want. This is a mirror, evidently. This is the bathroom. The bathroom isn't really its separate room unless you count the glass panels as walls. The journey here was long, to put it one way. I'm gonna get a shower, I'm gonna shave. It's gonna feel amazing. I'm gonna feel like a new man. And I'm gonna go to bed. This hotel has an x-ray machine at the front door. And on the machine it says that it's film safe, which was pretty nice to see actually, considering I have film to shoot. I'm excited to get more comfortable with my surroundings so that I can start actually like taking pictures of everything and also filming B-roll for my school, because that's one of the things that we're doing. That's about everything I have the energy to say right now. I am just gonna go to bed. Good night. So, I missed breakfast, which isn't surprising. I slept in until 12. And now it looks like we're gonna be going to the mall in the near future. It's Friday, and this first day here is kind of just chilling out and getting familiar with our surroundings, which is definitely something I need. Before leaving my room and getting acquainted with my surroundings, I loaded up the Yashica 12 just to have it ready to shoot. It's so awkward doing this with one hand. I left the confines of my room and explored the hotel's lobby. The hotel we were staying at was the Tribe Hotel, which is located in the heart of Nairobi. I was told that it's apparently the best hotel in the whole country. After staying there for a week, I can definitely say it was good. I mean, it felt very cushy, which in a way was nice because that meant I actually had gluten-free meal options, but at the same time, it didn't feel like I was getting the authentic experience of what Nairobi was like for the millions of people that lived there. We were very sheltered for most of this trip, but we did eventually get to see the real stuff. Anyway, I eventually joined my cohort on a trip to the mall. This mall is in the same perimeter as the hotel, just a several minute walk away. After the mall, we went to a pop-up market that was in a parking garage next door. I didn't film anything while I was there, but I can describe what the market was like in one word, and that word is overwhelming. It was super crowded, everyone was trying to get my attention to buy stuff. It was a lot, and it really did feel like getting thrown into the deep end.
He just got scammed.
I just got scammed. We went to a market. I had to haggle. It was so overwhelming.
You can't haggle. You can't do it.
The market was the biggest thing that happened that day. In the evening, me, Ali, and Norah went out to dinner with a bunch of other people from our college. Oh yeah, I didn't really make this clear, but there were actually a bunch of people from my college on this trip. Me, Ali, and Norah were basically tied at the hip for the whole thing, but whenever we would go out to eat or do special stuff, we would go in this larger group of people. Speaking of special stuff, it's time to go on the safari. The safari day was the first day we actually filmed stuff with the Blackmagic camera that we brought. Pretty much all of the footage you're about to see was shot by Norah while I was popping off film photos. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the beauty of Africa.
Never been so supported in your life.
We'll remind you of this.
There, look.
Oh my gosh!
The bird.
It's like I got it, don't worry.
It's just having a nap. Oh, they're right there, look. Another one right there on the end.
so fucking incredible.
Can we go left down by the buffalo James?
Now, something I'd like to say about these photos from the Espio is that most of them kind of suck. This is just because the Espio 160 is kind of a terrible camera. It kept messing up the exposure, tons of the shots have motion blur, and the lens itself honestly just isn't very sharp. I brought this thing with me because of all the cameras I own, it's kind of the most perfect one for travel because it's lightweight and convenient. In terms of the actual image quality though, it's not very good. Anyway, I was burning through film so fast that I ended up having to reload both the Yashica 12 and the Espio 160 in the middle of the safari.
Well, it's not that, it's just not focused, that's all.
Does it fly? Or it does? Yeah.
Eventually, we said goodbye to the wildlife and drove back into the city, where we stopped at a pretty special store called Kazuri Beads. We went there to shoot a mini documentary about the place because it's one of the very few all-female employed businesses in Kenya. Just to be clear, I am not in any way sponsored by Kazuri Beads. I just really want to show you some of this footage because some of these clips are my favorites from the trip. Kazuri Beads manufactures bracelets, necklaces, and other jewelry items out of handmade clay beads. If you want to learn more about this place, I've put a few links in the description. After Kazuri Beads, we went to a giraffe sanctuary. We stopped at a gift shop on the way there, and chilling outside of it was this little guy. I made sure to snap a picture of him before we left. So we are at a giraffe sanctuary, and this is, we're gonna pet some giraffes.
Oh gosh, you went too close to the bowl. Saw opportunity. You need to get the picture, right?
Yeah. I want to get a picture of the giraffe first.
Yeah, put that in your bowl if you need to. For now.
Where do you put my hand? He'll come. Like, where's the best shot?
Put a few in it and open your hand.
Norah's, like I'm framed up on Norah's.
Get ready.
Got
it. Let's not put this one close. It eats the camera and all.
Yeah. These animals were so surreal to see in real life, let alone touch.
I'll start taking videos.
Okay, progress update. We just got back from the Safari Giraffe Sanctuary road trip. A giraffe ate out of my hand. I've been licked by a giraffe today. I took so many pictures. I did not bring enough film. This is the second day, and I've run through half of my film already. More than half, actually. I'm here to work mostly, so in the coming week, there's probably not going to be very many opportunities to take film photos. So it's good that we're doing like the fun stuff today and tomorrow, and like I'm taking advantage of that with my film. I'm gonna go eat something because I haven't eaten anything since 5:30 a.m. this morning, so I'm gonna go treat myself. Roll 1, Safari. Honestly, not much happened on this day, so let's just skip to the next. Okay, so it is Monday, and I just ordered a room service for the first time with gluten-free avocado toast. So that's pretty awesome. I'm gonna enjoy the fuck out of this. I love avocado toast. The egg looks strange. I don't know, is that how poached egg normally looks? So, today is business. I am a camera person. I'm filming these like conferences and stuff. And it's great. I don't know why I'm having such a difficulty talking right now. We did a couple of interviews with people, and yeah, it was great.
Scene 1, take 2. Second sticks.
This whole experience has been pretty cool. That's about all I have to say about it. And like the day before, there's not much to show for the vlog. I did shoot a lot of conference footage that day, but it's conference footage. It's not exactly the most exciting thing to watch, so let's just move on. The 7th had more of the same, but this time we actually got to leave the hotel and see some of the city while driving to another high-end hotel. We were going there to film some interviews with some curriculum development people. The grounds of this hotel were honestly a lot more impressive than the one we were staying at. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to get any film photos of it because I was focusing on work, but I did get this footage as we were walking around. Once we were finished at the hotel, we got an Uber back to the tribe. After that, it was yet another uneventful evening. We did some shopping at the mall and then retired to our rooms and fell asleep. And that's gonna do it for the first part of this vlog. I know it's kind of underwhelming to end it on an underwhelming day, but starting on November 8th, things are gonna get a lot more intense. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you again soon.
The DZO 50 to 125 lens. The Rode microphone.
Neighbors are back there. Like, what do people do?
Pew.